Hey, welcome to another Mad Chats and Recaps with myself and Tasha.
Hello.
Hello, Tasha. Tasha's in what city is that from Lord of the Rings?
I'm not going to spoil it just in case.
Okay. All right.
But if
Well,
you know, you know.
I mean, it's very vibey, yes.
It makes me so happy.
But welcome to another Mad Chats and Recaps. This is for the week of September the 5th through the 11th of 2022.
Ooh.
As always, we'll start off with the Forsaken, collecting all of their friends and travel companions and saying goodbye to others. Our adventurers finally leave the Northern Crown and head towards the altar in search of a time device. Once there, they reach out to an old friend, Dredea, and learn over a lovely dinner that the auction that was supposed to take place weeks ago was postponed. The time device was most likely still in the city. Now they just have to find a way to get to it. So, a little summarized there, but yeah,
It's
they said bye to Gerbil. Gerbil, of course, stayed behind with his now newly resurrected wife and daughter, who wasn't resurrected, but that he just found.
yeah.
Also to take care of Shanad and take Shanad back to her mother in Lisa Deer.
Ooh.
So tonight we might have a heist. I know that they're Tegan and Dredea are going to go and take a look at the uh, auction house at nighttime to kind of scope it out,
Okay.
and then I don't know what they're going to do with that information. If they plan to go and like try to take it. Someone asked Dredea if she knows like where they keep the items, like in between auctions. So I don't know. I'm just the DM. It's fine. It's
You're just
okay.
there for the ride.
I'm just there for the ride. Um, yeah. So should be exciting whatever they choose to do tonight.
Yeah.
So what happened on Wednesday's the Penumbra Assembly? Tasha?
Well, this first sentence makes me happy. Much to a grumpy bear's dismay, who surprisingly understands and writes in common, our adventurers try to reach out to the animals of the rundown village for answers. Not getting much from the wildlife of the village, they're guided to a makeshift graveyard of people who had died around 15 to 20 years ago. Beyond that, a hidden cove of mass graves that could date back to around 2 centuries. Dacos uses his ability to see and speak with ghosts to find out more. Apparently, Lord Kalen had ruled this plane for centuries, and it was under his rule that hundreds of people were either slaughtered or turned into animals and banished to the forest. Each of these incidents were marked by a mysterious disappearance and then announced death of a wife. With this surprising revelation, the bear agrees to take them to the library, a place where they may find more answers to their questions. Along the way, they manage to free a trapped bear cub and escape the notice of a warforged. They also find out that the animal preservation service the queen most favors may not be letting the animals go as they promised, but killing them instead. Well, not cool.
Not cool. No. No. Yeah, so apparently hundreds of people have died and a lot of graves and so
I mean,
yeah.
just in time for spooky season.
I mean this correct. Yeah. Yeah, I have some fun minis of things that they will fight in the near future that are a little spooky for sure.
Yay! That's
So
exciting.
but yeah, again, a big surprise since at first they've been told by everyone on the plane that the plane's only 10 years old.
Yeah.
So what are these like not only just 20 years ago, but 2 centuries ago?
Something's up.
Yeah, yeah. So I have to find out. Over on In Extremis, on this past Saturday's episode.
A
Our
booze
sky
platter?
pirates headed to the Archivist to garner more clues about the missing residents of
Unalaka?
Oh,
What
that's
just-
right.
I
That's
can't
right.
remember for the life of me. That sounds great. Known as the Whispers. They learned much of the city's history there, that the holy text they were in search of, and of a few clues about the Whispers.
I spelled it out
Heading
in the
next to the
chat last
quartermaster
week.
to stop
I
that. They
can
encountered Vic,
do so
looking
again.
very ill,
Just give me
asking
some
Zia
time
for
because I have
advice
to
and
set
like,
up a
he should stay
4-person
behind
layout
to
for the
protect his
battle
newly discovered sister
layout
from becoming a Whisper, or travel with them to discover the source, opting in the end to stay behind with his sister. Our heroes began navigating the cosmic colored caves and its dangers, finding an odd sight around the corner far in. Two
Oh no, I don't have the minis painted yet, friend.
Well,
I don't have it set up, friend.
Two tentacle creatures standing over another, having beaten them thoroughly. A brain on 4 legs,
Listen.
looming close to the fallen creature. What will come next?
Maybe they don't have tentacles and
Be tentacled.
be tentacled. Like
Too
they're not
bad.
tentacled anymore. They have nubs.
Oh, did Frank
I
cover
don't
his
know.
Well,
face?
I mean, I feel like the thing
Okay,
was
just-
talking about.
just
they
wanna
have,
make
like,
sure
the
I didn't
Cthulhu,
mess
like,
something up
tentacles
here.
coming down off of their head. So I feel like that they
Gross.
are.
Oh,
in a
Dan,
way
this
tentacled,
mouse.
yes.
I
So
freaking
but-
swear.
They're bedazzled.
Of course,
But-
I need
oh,
to
tentacled.
I need to reinstall the razor stuff, or
So,
like
yeah,
at least
so-
I don't
Like
know.
it.
Like,
in other words,
Yeah, I don't know.
we see
I'll
one
talk
of
about
the
later.
like
I just-
these kind of like Cthulhu-like creatures
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
ground being beaten up by 2 other ones, and this
Oh.
brain-like dog, this brain with 4 legs, was like licking the one that was on the ground, like
I'll see if I still have my old mouse. I
Gross.
think I might have thrown it away.
like not in a
Let's see.
friendly way either, like almost
Ew.
like in a
We'll see.
yeah.
It's Marla's too.
I don't know.
So yeah, so that's but our speculation is that because we're looking for someone who was like transferring these sacred texts for this society, for this clan that we're helping, someone was supposed to be transferring these sacred texts. So we're worried, and they haven't came back. So we're worried that this person on the ground is like, because the whole thing with this, with mind flayers, which is what
Oh,
one
yeah.
of these are, is that they can like transform like other creatures into mind flayers as well. Like once they like take over, and someone came back to the clan a bit ago that had like or like a while ago actually, that had a bent in portion of their head, like that their brain
Gross.
was missing probably, because after that they couldn't respond, they couldn't talk.
Zombie.
Yeah, so
I like it.
I can't think about it too much because it gives you the heebie-jeebies, but it's really cool.
Fair.
I'm not sure.
Excited.
I don't know. I have fought a mind flayer in D&D before, but they're not fun.
No, they're not.
So what happened on the last time that we had Obsidian Scar, Tasha?
Oh, yeah. So our heroes, deep in the crypts of Kelemvor, under his great temple in the Cassadothian Pass, worked quickly to navigate through its winding passages to find the relic Lashana required for the trade they bargained with her. After a suspiciously easy escape with her bounty, they parted ways to prepare for their departure to Harassa. The next days were spent shopping, writing, searching for the mysteriously disappearing tieflings, having terrible nightmares filled with blood and the undead, more shopping, and chocolate cake. Jules, after months of accumulating the necessary components and studying the ancient infernal text with Linnet, finally cast the first spell from the Tome of Great and Terrible Powers. Almost costing him his life, he emerged from the ritual exhausted, an ever-growing halo of dark matter surrounding him, but with a mind so vast, none of the Isles could dare rival him. Hoping to recover in the safety of the Sea Ward, the crew set out for a slow but safer course towards their home base in Harassa, only to be intercepted by an airship of the Aristilian Empire, seemingly in pursuit of Ileana. Mm, mm,
Yeah, it's fine.
mm.
It's okay.
It's always okay.
It'll be fine. It'll be perfect. I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous for you.
It's fine. It's just a colony of tieflings who Ileana probably murdered their families at some point. It's okay.
It's fine.
It's all right.
It'll be okay.
Well, yeah. So hopefully we can see what happens there next week. As far we don't have any birthdays this week in the community, not that we're aware of. If not, if we are missing someone, happy birthday.
Yes. Let us know.
And let us know when your birthday is if you want to. But we do have the merch store. We have the website, madbirdstreams.com. But also this Wednesday on the Penumbra Assembly, we're going to have a guest.
Ooh.
Their name is Brandy. They've done some other role-playing streams before, so they're going to have a little guest spot this Wednesday.
How exciting.
A fun little character that I'm excited. I'm going to finish the artwork for that today for the layout. And yeah, so I'm super excited. So that'll be this Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I think that's all that we got for this week. We'll see you in Twitch. We'll see you in Discord, and we'll see you next time for another recap show. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hello. Oh no. The disembodied voice of the DM. I like your background tonight, Michelle. All the purples and everything tying in so nicely with the shirt. Oh, that's
Purple.
awesome.
Thank you.
Love it. I've recently absolutely fallen in love with lavender.
Good choice.
Mm.
Does lavender love you back?
I was just
hope
going to say,
so.
unfortunately, Lavender has issued a cease and desist order.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nice. Sure. Welcome. You may have already done it, but when it does this to me, okay. Sounds like you got it. Do it. Not cool, Snapcam. Snapsy. You can control alt delete task manager and go to processes and scroll down and look for snap camera. Go to mine here. Yeah, if it's not up top, right in that first apps list, go down to the background processes and see if you can find in the S's something to do with SnapCam. Yeah, and then it'll open up. You've got us to hang out with in the meantime. Hi, Wavy. Yes, technical difficulties. Yeah, Danny, he's very excited to have you here. One of the silver linings, right? Yes, Michelle, excellent. Excellent use of time. What did you have today anyway, if you don't mind me asking?
A really sad chicken enchilada.
Oh no. I know you want to be a chicken enchilada and you're almost there, but yeah. Oh. Amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. No audio. For you. I don't know if can you
There we
Yeah.
go. We're fine.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, collecting all of our friends and travel companions and saying goodbye to others, including Gerbil and a guard. Our adventurers finally leave the Northern Crown and head towards the altar in search of a time device. Once there, they reached out to an old friend, Dredea, and learn over a lovely dinner that the auction that was supposed to take place weeks ago was postponed. So the time device most likely is still in the city. Now they just have to find a way to get to it. Let me roll for inspiration here. I see y'all have already put yours in the chat. Okay. Oh boy. So I rolled an 18. So the inspiration goes to Kazeel. Kazeel rolled a 20.
Yay.
So not quite a waste of a natural 20, Kazeel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Let me get my music started here. Right. And let's see here. Yep. All right. So last week, you said a very touching goodbye to Gerbil. Gerbil got in some last words before y'all headed out of the Northern Crown and to the altar. Just to give a little scene setting, we ended last week's session. Let me just put in here before I forget how to spell Judea. And we ended last week's session with everyone kind of going their own ways away from the table after having a lovely dinner at the Lovely Pear Pub, I think is what it was called. Let's see here. Let me go back to my notes. Yes, the Romantic Pear Pub. And then you have the Pear Inn across the street. So I just finished up a lovely dinner. I believe that Kazeel, you went your way with a sleep, and Spark, which is the Warforged on the network here in the altar. And let's see, Dredea and Tegan started to go their own way to do some supposed reconnaissance work at the auction house. Rhaenyra, what are you up to after dinner? Did you go with someone? Oh, that's right, you weren't here last week, right?
I wasn't here, so
So what do you think? So y'all just ended dinner. Kazeel was heading off with the Warforged. Spark is the Warforged on the network here at the altar, and came by since Asleep reached out to her and was, seeming a little lost. So Spark was like, I'll come there. So Kazeel's taking those two off. As I said, Tegan and Dredea were doing reconnaissance work at the auction house. That's where they're going to. I think Juniper was still at the table. I don't think she had quite left yet, as well as Savar.
I would think that if Rhaenyra could be of some aid to the reconnaissance, that he would volunteer to go with. But if it was a very touchy kind of situation, then maybe not.
Okay. So Tegan, I don't think Dredea would care. So that would be however you want to respond to that.
No, he wouldn't mind. And he would also offer to Juniper if they wanted to come along.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think.
I
Yeah.
pulled the sleep off so she could go.
Yeah. Well, whoops! I just threw Drexlin. Because he fell off of my little stand up here. Yeah, I think, I kind of got the impression at the end of last week's session that Juniper was staying back and not going on the reconnaissance mission. Right?
Okay.
Right.
So, Rhaenyra, you're going with Tegan and Dredea. Juniper, what do you end up doing after Zavar, I think, was still at the table. I don't think he's really going. He really said that he was doing anything specific.
Oh, I'm sure he's just drinking and being merry. And yeah, Juni's not really subtle in her flanking around, so she wouldn't be very good in a stealthy anything. I think she would just keep Zavar company and try and just get reacclimated with being not in the Northern Crown, which means drinking and eating a lot, and then
Sure, okay. You still have some drinks left over there at the table, so you can definitely enjoy those, and probably some mac and cheese and some other food left over too, since y'all kind of ordered a plethora of it. All right.
definitely taking advantage of all of the leftover food
Okay.
and drinks.
All right. Yeah, for viewers, if you're unaware, we're out a couple of players tonight just due to a couple of, I think, work related stuff. So they are missed. All right, so let's so I guess Kazeel, was there anything specific that you were wanting to do with Asleep and Spark?
Honestly, if
And I assume that you would
Uh.
have, I mean, let me see. I mean, unless you specifically told them that you wanted to go by yourself. Zetera will say that she's feeling a little tired, so she's going to go ahead and get a room over across the street at the Pear Inn.
okay,
And we'll say that she'll like message you the room number.
nice.
But Ingot would go if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Where
Okay.
where are we going? Sorry.
I don't know. You were the one that said you were going. Wherever you go, Ingot's going to tag along for the evening.
Let me think, because I said I was gonna go because I was trying to
Yeah.
get a sleep off of Judy,
Mhm.
who had some
I
other
think
plans.
you were just like, you said something about just like exploring the town or, just
We'll
walking
just do
around.
that. We'll take a look around, see.
Okay.
I think we already did our shopping here, so
Okay. I would say that, yeah, because she's not talkative, but she's not secretive either. But Spark, which, just to remind the players and the viewers, was a Warforged that had this kind of like dark, almost bluish black hair, very long, and almost looked like a porcelain doll in the face and like on the
in the
arms.
face.
Well, I mean, it's mostly
it's just
covered in
funny.
clothes,
Yeah.
but like the face and the neck looks almost porcelain-like and has some like painted features.
I'll
Mhm.
ask Spark if she wants to give us a tour.
And actually, her hair was like, I think it was pieces of metal.
Metallic.
Yeah, it was metallic.
Mhm.
Yeah, like strands of metallic. Yeah,
Oh.
Spark will
Good.
give you a tour.
Yeah.
She seems a little awkward.
Mhm.
Not really in like talking to you, but just like, in giving the tour, like, and this is the marketplace. People
Ooh.
buy stuff here. Why don't you make a perception check here at the marketplace?
Okay.
Let me see if I can find that. I still have that.
Alright, well, I rolled a 19,
Of
and
course
that
not.
makes it a 31.
Okay. All right. So I will say that as you're like, you've seen this marketplace before because y'all have been through here before. And in fact, you see someone a little familiar. A business man that you made a deal with.
Okay.
Back when you were here at the altar before. And the
Mhm.
businessman said that if his business didn't get better in 2 weeks, that he would find you.
Nice. Did my efforts of shouting this business pay off? Didn't I roll? I think I rolled well on that, didn't I?
You did. You did roll well. 8.3 to 20%. Okay. Yes. Well, he doesn't seem to notice you across the marketplace, but
if I see him, I'll wave him down.
okay. Well, he's at his stall. He's just
he's got a stall.
finishing up with a customer.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry, friends. It's someone I did some business with before. Just so I can see how they're doing. And I'll walk over.
Oh.
Wait patiently.
Hey.
Hello.
You're that fella that
Hey, Kazeel.
I gave you the discount, and you said that you would spread word.
Here, just want to see how it went.
Well, I don't know what kind of magic you worked, but it seemed to have brought up sales just a bit. Not a lot, but a bit.
All right. Well, I'm glad it helped a bit.
Well, I am too.
Maybe I could just do a wee bit more for you. maybe I was hoping to do even better than that. So maybe while I'm here, I can spread some more word.
That would be lovely, and I would greatly appreciate it.
So how are things here in the city? Everything still on even keel since last time I saw you couple weeks ago, whatever that was.
It's been a few weeks.
Boy.
It's been fine. Business has been good. That's kind of what I judge things by. So
Right.
I appreciate you checking in.
Of course.
Shows that you're not a coward.
No, I was a wee bit worried when I came over. I felt confident when I left, but when I saw you, I thought, hey, let's just ask and see.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so are you looking for anything?
Is he sell magical wares?
You bought a tome from him last time, and looking around, you
that's
see
okay.
some items. There's a couple of other stalls too that sell magic items, but
I am. I'll do a quick shopping thing. I sent a quick message actually, by happenstance.
was that Robe of the Arc Magi?
It is.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Looks beautiful. It might be a little too high level for me.
Oh no,
We're
it's
not
fine.
quite there yet, but I'm looking.
Okay.
Deposit on that.
Okay. This particular stall won't have it, but he will direct you to a stall that might, and you do check there, and they do have a Robe of Arch Magi. Let me just pricing for that. I just love this. Just wrote about this. Yeah, let me get that price for you.
I'm just flipping through racks of clothing.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Interesting. This would be a nice fit, yeah.
Find pricing guide here and here.
And I'll share with a slate, like, so, sometimes clothing is a way we can present ourselves to others and sort of show the world who we are. So it's nice to mix up sometimes. Other times it's nice to have that old standby. But also these, have you ever thought, it's like, do you have any interest in wearing clothes, or do you find as you are? Right, he's not here. So whatever he says, I'm making small talk.
Okay. The clerk at that stall would be selling the robe for 55,000 gold.
Oh, you drive such a hard bargain, but that's a reasonable price. Sadly, I don't have anywhere near that. Thank you so much, though. And I'll just, look through the shop a little more before moving on.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just reading the Zoom chat about the Mad Bird, an unintentional Mad Bird bottle in Juniper's background.
That's amazing!
Yeah.
Put a bird on it.
Put a bird on it. Michelle doesn't know that joke. She hasn't seen Portlandia.
Oh.
By the time I was trying to watch it with her once, so we couldn't find it anymore. Like, it's not, you have to pay for it now on Amazon.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they don't have a paid service. Anyways, yeah. So you just kind of walk around. I was going to say that Spark would have, showing you like the market district, which you've been before. She'd probably show you, since it's in the evening, would show you the boat market as well, which is just this like, because there are like different like little canals throughout the streets, not a ton, but just here and there. And there's this one canal that has a bunch of boats in it and has like a night market. They have stringed lights up. And I don't think that y'all saw that the last time that you were here.
That's beautiful.
You'd also see that in the market district there was a bunch of like temples and stuff too there that were lit up, and people going inside. I think there was like an open temple there that
Mhm.
was very open air that you could go
Mhm.
into.
Wow. Well, I'll check out a bunch of that in sort of a romantic mood.
Okay.
Because it just sounds so wonderful. I'll probably, I want to look for Kaylin's book here because I want to offer it to the Warforged here. I want to see, if she hasn't heard of it. Oh, I've got a friend and she
Okay.
wrote a whole treatise on this. And
Do you remember
Who's my
the?
case?
Did we come up with a title for that, Dan?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
All right.
Big Bones, the story of Fenhold Brewer.
uh,
I want to get to know her a little and ask her, like, when have you lost for time? Have you discovered, and then kind of segue that into the story of Kaylin and Fenhold,
okay.
and present that book that kind of covers a lot of that.
Interesting.
Farther
She would
in.
reveal to you that she now lives alone in the city. You're talking about Spark, right?
Yeah, Spark.
That Spark lives alone in the city. She did belong to someone who she was a gift to a female warlock
Okay.
by an archmage in the Feywild as a gift of she says it very matter of fact. Let me see if I can just role play a bit. Like he gave me as a gift to the human to keep them company. They could not be together, and he wanted someone that could stay with her for as long as she needed.
I'm so sorry that you were treated as an object.
I enjoyed my time with her.
I'm glad.
It was pleasant. I wasn't mistreated. But she didn't live long past receiving me, so I learned to take care of myself and have lived in the city since then.
That part's magnificent. Being your own person and so clearly very capable.
I try to be. Thank you. Make a perception check. Make me a perception check, Kazeel, as well as an investigation check, please.
All right, perception is 22.
Okay.
Investigation is it's almost a 20. Is a 5.
A 5? Aw.
I don't have a good modifier.
You do have
at all.
inspiration, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Why not throw
All
it
right.
out now? Yeah, let's do this. Investigation, baby.
You could
18.
be doing a heist, but it's fine. So total is 18.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you do. Was that roll? Wow. Okay. You do find Kaylin's book.
Excellent.
I would say it'd be probably like a gold piece.
I'll pay that.
The book is titled "From the Plains and Back Again: How to Warforge a Warforged."
Nice. Excellent. All right. Well, I'll talk a little bit about Asleep, and I won't really talk about like the Forge or she already knows about the Forge. So I'll talk about since she's on the network, I'm sure she knows already anyway, but I'll talk about the Forge. And then I'll segue into there's another Forge that my friend Kaylin, I don't know if that's in the book actually, but I'll talk about the brewer and everything else, and we'll find the book and present it to her. Like history.
I was just going to say there's a bit of personal stories in there as well, mixed in with just facts about the Warforged, and the process of, she doesn't really go into a step by step because you don't really want
Yeah.
people being like, "Wah," but
I'm a maker. Yeah.
yeah, just in the history, in the possibility, and also kind of like towards the end, going into the future of like, you know, possibility that this could come back eventually.
I'll put the book like in her hands, just kind of lightly, touch her hands and just say, a gift for you, in hopes that you'll never be the gift again.
Oh, thank you. I can hear like her porcelain hands like kind of like touch the book cover. It's very nice.
Hope you enjoy it.
Never had a book to read.
Oh,
Hopefully I can teach myself to read. But I'm sure that I can hire a teacher.
I have full faith in you.
I think that I can definitely learn to do this. Thank you.
Oh.
'Cause no one's given me a book before. I've seen
Oh.
people read them, but I didn't know their value,
Oh,
which is
Well-
why I never taught myself before this.
I
But I
see.
think that I can teach myself now.
Wonderful. I don't really know how your network works, but maybe you can, grab some of that knowledge.
Perhaps.
Mickey helped asleep here with some stuff. So
Asleep, do
But
you know
it's-
how to read?
mm.
Maybe.
Look at
I
it
don't know.
sleep. Hey, well, let's enjoy this beautiful market, eh? And I'll just try and have a fun time with them for the
Okay.
evening.
I
But that's all.
If you walk at all through the temple area, you will see
Mhm.
like a little area dedicated to what is seemingly the Great One. Has a bunch of like bottles, clear, with like crystals and baskets of bottles there. You would also pass like a crystal shop that has a sign saying that they have crystals with spirits in them.
It's just out in the open here, like willy-nilly.
Yes, they don't have. It's more kind of like it's alleged. Like these could have spirits in them,
Okay.
but they look very similar to
All right.
the crystals you've seen for the Great One. And they also sell crystals at a higher price that are empty, supposedly.
Mm.
But yeah, just a small little crystal shop that sells other things as well. Let's see, what else would you see? You'd probably come across the auction house at some point.
I'm gonna stay away from that.
Okay. She would
Mhm.
point off at it in the distance, and would you
I
like to
see.
go and visit?
Oh, I'm having such a lovely time with all of you here in this beautiful market. I think I'll pass.
Okay.
Thank you, though. I don't want this around there before we.
Sure. All right. Is there
That's
anything
it,
else
yep.
specific? Okay.
That's it for me. Thank you.
Of course. Tegan, to
Yes.
you. You have Dredea and Renerius with you. Dredea's like, so, where are we? How are we starting this? Am I to be like, should I sneak in? I will say that horns sometimes impede my ability to sneak. And I don't think that I have any spells that can help me to sneak even further. But I can get a cloak. If we need a cloak, I have a cloak. I can go and get.
I believe I have a solution for this. If you would just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
On the three of us, I want to cast. What's the name of the spell? Why am I blanking right now? Telepathic bond. As a ritual, so I'll take 10 minutes to cast that.
Okay.
Just continue talking if you'd like, but I'm going to prepare this spell for us, and then after that's up, I'll cast. When we're ready, I'll cast invisibility.
Okay. All right. So you cast invisibility on Dredea, on yourself.
Dredea, myself, and Tegan casting that as I think a 4th level spell.
Okay.
Yeah, each slot above second. So as a 4th level spell, I cast invisibility, making the 3 of us invisible.
Okay. All right.
How long does that last?
It lasts an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, up to an hour. Concentration. Oh, so
Yes. Don't get hit.
okay. And you did the telepathic bond too?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so but Tredea will probably still speak unless you said something that you were casting the telepathic bond, Rhaenyra. Did you say something aloud?
Yeah, I would have
Okay.
at least spoken to her when it was done.
Oh, so I can
Can you
solve
hear me?
mental. So I can talk like this and I don't need to even open my mouth. I can just say things in my head and you'll hear it.
We don't need to make a sound.
But I can still talk like this and no one hears me. So that'll work great. Good job, Rhaenyra. It's so helpful. And I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, Tegan, you seem to be the mastermind about this. So what should we do? How should we go about this?
Well, thank you very much for Nearest. We can move about to the auction house pretty much undetected. Just let's go around, see how well guarded it is, who's around. What time of night is it? Is it early in the night or moving towards later in the night?
Oh, it's like late evening, early night.
Okay.
So we would consider probably like around like 9 or 10, probably.
Okay. So I'll just stay, off to the side, make sure since we're invisible, we don't want to bump into anybody.
Oh, right. Okay. So
Wait, I've never done group invisibility before. Can we see each other? We can't, can we?
No.
I don't think that you can. No,
Okay.
there's nothing that
Perfect.
specifies that you can.
Tegan, I will try to follow you as best I can, but
Tegan, you're gonna have to keep talking so that way we know and just tell us. Well, actually, do you know where the auction house is?
No, it'd be this is all telepathically. This is
Yeah.
be better if you know the way to the auction house. Lead the
Okay.
way.
Sure.
And
I
just,
can lead the way. I'm really good at directions.
Can you hum?
Can I hum?
Hum like a
I
tune.
mean,
perhaps you shuffle your feet a bit when you walk.
well, I do have hooves, so I can clip clops.
All right, just not too loud.
Okay. So, Dredea is going to. Okay, I'm going to be walking kind of this way, and she's going to clap her feet and be humming this and and you'll even hear a little jingle, too, because of I think that she has a little bell on her dress or something. So as she you can follow that sound. She goes in front of you. Okay, I'm going ahead, and she still talks mentally too. Okay, you can hear her stop in the humming. I'm gonna go forward a bit. Just follow me a few paces. It's kind of on the other side of town, so it'll be a little bit of a walk, but just follow me, and I'll try my best to get you where we need to go. Are you still with me?
If I can hear her, yeah, telepathically, I'll say yes.
Yes.
I think we are, yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Just follow my voice. We are going to go over this bridge, and she just takes you through the city. And takes you about let's see here. I was trying to find the map that I had of this.
It takes you an hour.
It
Invisibility.
doesn't. It doesn't take an hour, but probably about 20 minutes to get there walking. But Dredea takes you pretty straight to it. Okay. And you don't really have anyone that seems to hear the clopping. Like you'll see plenty of people like out and about in the city with the boat market and different things. But no one seems to really like, what's that? They seem to be pretty oblivious to the three of you and to Dredea's clopping and humming. Okay. You get to the auction house, which is this huge building. It doesn't have like it has looks like maybe some like metal like torches that kind of sits out front, these huge torches, but they're not lit. It seems to be mostly kind of on a low, I want to say like a low power level. There's just not a lot of light around it. Not a lot of activity. And Dredea would even be like, no, there are no auctions tonight. It's tomorrow. So probably we'll get there and we won't have to worry about like customers at least, right?
I hope that's good to know.
Okay.
It would certainly make life easier for us.
How close do you want to get?
Mm-hmm.
She stops about 40 feet away from the auction house, this big 2-story building, stone mostly.
What is our plan here? Are we scouting out the entirety of the building?
Are we killing the guards? Tegan?
No, we are not killing the guards.
Okay.
We avoid confrontation at all costs.
Okay. Have it your way. So,
Let's just take a lap around the building.
should I, and she, I forgot that you can't see them raising my hand. Should I take notes? I'm really good at taking notes. That's my I'm an investigator. So should I take just mental notes or should I, Rhaenyra, if I take my notebook out of my bag and write, will that still be invisible or is someone going to see a floating notebook and a floating quill?
I believe everything you carry should be invisible. Take care not to cast spells or hit anything.
You'll hear a rustle, and then you'll see like a pen drop to the ground. Oh, shit. And you'll see it just suddenly disappear again, like halfway, as she reaches to it on the ground, you would suppose. Okay. Can you see me taking notes? I'm taking notes right now.
I see nothing.
I see. No, you're good.
Hopefully, I mean, you really can see, right, Rhaenyra? You're not meaning like, are you going blind? Please don't tell me you're going blind. This is kind of important.
I see nothing from you.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I'll just keep this handy.
Tegan will sort of like put a hand on her shoulder.
Oh.
And sort of like almost telepathically to both of them, but to Dredea, it's sort of, if you can whisper in your mind, he would like just sort of like out of habit, like in a low tone in his mind, tell me what you see.
What do you?
How many people are in front of the auction house?
I think I see a guard.
Okay, one.
Tegan, are you blind too?
No,
are both of you blind right now?
I'm just emphasizing what's important to look for.
Oh, right. Okay. I see. You're trying to bring my focus back. Trying to get my focus off of these other things that don't matter and back onto what's important. Got you. All right. I'm gonna look. Okay. And she'll start whispering. I see one guard outside.
Standing still, not moving?
Yes. No moving. Looks like he's patrolling.
Okay, watch his pattern.
It looks like that he's making like a C shape around like the front of the building and coming back and so forth.
Good. Anybody on the roof?
It's the building's 2 stories tall, Tegan. I I'm not that tall, and I
Okay.
can't fly.
All right.
Can you fly? Can either of you fly?
Not right now.
Okay.
Let's go around to the back.
I can't fly and be invisible at the same time. That would.
Oh, that's a good specification to have. Okay, let's go out the back then. Good. I'm glad I thought about that. And you'll kind of hear kind of jingle in front of you, Tegan. Y'all move around to the side through like a little alleyway. There are like a couple of like blocks of greenery. There's two out front of the auction house, which it has a huge sign on that says the Grimoire that is lit up. The Grimoire auction house, it says. And then as you move towards the back of the building, there's kind of like another patch of like trees and greenery, and also there are two doors back there, and one guard. I see another guard. Tegan, are you seeing this? And you feel like you'll kind of almost feel like wind against her, like as she completely misses you, not knowing where you are.
Okay, I see.
Okay. In fact, Renarius, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Are you climbing a ladder?
Oh no, not again.
Hey, a 19.
Okay, so you're able to kind of like step around like the, what you feel like would be like her hit. I was seeing if she would like hit you with her like wild like gesturing. Okay, so one guard back here, kind of looking like kind of doing the same not the same pattern, of course, as the one out front, but kind of trying to cover this back part of the building.
Okay.
So that's two guards so far, and they're both outside. Are we done?
Well, now we've established there's only two guards guarding this place.
Are we going inside?
I don't know.
We have like 2 hours left on this invisibility. We have plenty of time.
No, we only have about a half hour.
Oh, Tegan, we only have a half hour. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Do we see any open doors or windows?
Windows, no. There's probably some like really thin windows, but they're like frosted. You can't see inside. The doors are not open. You only see the two doors in the back where the guard is kind of like pacing back and forth, and you see a door. You saw a door out front. Okay, what are we doing?
I don't know if we have enough time to sneak in. We don't know where it's at.
Yeah, I've attended an auction, of course, but I have never seen where they keep stuff. I think I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty big space inside for the actual like auction area. So I guess it could be in the back or maybe underground.
I'm just not certain how we open a door without anyone noticing.
Oh, right. Opening a door. Got it. That is a conundrum. I wonder if there's something on the roof, like a window.
Wait here. Yeah, I guess we, find actually, help them find a nice little spot where they won't be observed. I'll lead them to a spot where they won't be observed.
Okay, you're telling us to wait here, Tegan? You want us to just... Okay, you're coming back, right? This isn't like some of the other times that I've experienced where people say they're going to come back and they don't.
No, I promise you I will be back if I...
Okay,
unless something happens.
If you don't
And
die.
I'm
Got it.
right here with you as well.
Oh, right. Right. And you'll kind of feel like her hand will hit you this time. Is she like, oh, yeah, Bernice. Yeah, you're here.
All right. And if we're in a nice, I'm thinking we'll make sure he's in the nice little, we're in a nice little, in a spot where we can't be easily observed, but still close enough to the auction house.
Mm-hmm.
And he will wild shape into an owl,
Okay.
which I'm sure will probably cause
That I think that breaks your invisibility. Yeah.
right.
Oh! There's an owl. That just came out of nowhere, Rhaenyra. Did you see that?
I believe it's Tegan.
Tegan, you're actually an owl?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen an animal that pretended to be a human before. Okay.
It's the other way around.
I like it better that way.
The owl is okay, so you're actually turned. Got it. Go with your
Yes.
owl thing. Do
Three
it.
owls in a trench coat.
Yes. Maybe it's an owl pretending to be a human to be pretending to be an owl. Bye, Tegan. Have fun.
I will fly up to the roof, perch up on the roof, and see what is there to be seen up on the roof.
So, as you fly up to the roof, Tegan, you do see a pretty large, sky roof window that you can go over, and it doesn't look like it's frosted. There are a couple of pieces, around the edge that's frosted, but the center is clear. And you can see some light kind of glowing from inside.
All right, let me take a good look.
Okay. As you look down into this, you see, of course, plenty of chairs, this huge stage area with some stairs leading up to, so there's 2 floors. You have the main floors where all the chairs are and the stages. And then the second floor is a balcony that kind of goes around that entire seating stage area. Has these beautiful columns in there. And you'll see below, make a perception check for me.
Certainly.
See what else you see. Oh, wait a minute. Did that not translate? Oh, wait, I put it in the notes. I'm not looking at the right thing. Okay. So we have that one. Oh, we would definitely have one down there. What's your roll, Tegan?
24.
Okay. You, as you look amongst this, you do see one guard kind of near the, what I'm going to say, where the entrance is, there on that first level below. And then you see one guard patrolling the balcony area, kind of walking back and forth across those. While you're watching, you do see 2 individuals come out of a door on the balcony level. What was your perception roll again?
24.
Very good.
Mm.
It looks like a humanoid and a warforged come out of a door on the balcony level, which is that second level up, walking together and walk towards the stairs going to the first level and then walk towards the front door. If you stay there and watch for a couple of minutes.
I'm going to telepathically, depending on if it's how far it works. If it's within
Over
range.
any distance.
Okay. I'm going to telepathically tell Drudea and Rhaenyra, sneak around front, get a good look at who's leaving.
Oh, good. Let's go, Rhaenyra. So Judea will run up to the front.
I'll follow behind from a distance.
and you'll hear the clop clop Rhaenyra and the grass and her hurrying over there but trying to be quiet and looking around the corner. Okay. It seems to be a human and a warforged. nodding to the guards now and heading out to the street. They seem to be leaving, but the guard's still there.
Would you like us to perhaps follow them?
Great idea. Tail them until they go into a building, but don't follow them into a building. Too risky.
Sounds good. And I will follow them as best I can along the walls and stuff, hoping not to bump into Judea.
Okay. Oh, wait. Did you want me to follow them too, Tegan, or do you want me to stay
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Are you going to be okay by yourself as an owl? What if someone tries to hunt you?
I'll deal with it. But thank you for the thought.
You're such a brave owl. I've never met. She talks to Rhaenyra. I've never met an owl so brave. Yeah, and so you and Rhaenyra, you and Judea will start following these two. You follow them for it's a good 10 minutes probably before they go into a pub.
What's the name of the pub?
The Crazy Arrow.
All right.
And they open the door and you hear a bunch of loud music kind of pour out in loud voices, and then the door closes and it's muffled a bit.
I'll relay all that to Tegan. Judea, what do you know about this establishment?
Oh, I went in there once, but it was really loud and kind of overwhelming. So I got a little overstimulated and had to leave. But it's pretty crazy. I mean, but it's a lot of music, and it's more kind of loud drinking and loud music than dangerous.
Is
It's
this truly a place of entertainment, or is it commonly used for nefarious purposes?
I don't know. I've not been in it. I did do a case one time where I was tailing someone who would often go into this pub. But it just turned out that they were rich, and that's kind of where a bunch of rich people go to kind of just to unwind. So I don't think that it's dangerous, because rich people go there and they have money, and so they're not not dangerous in a way of that their money's going to get stolen, but dangerous in a way of maybe they're going to try to sell you a house at the corner of town for half the price, and then end up just taking your money and leaving. That kind of dangerous. Sure, maybe.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it turned out this guy was totally... I'll tell you another time.
While I'm still at the skylight, the window on the roof, I'm going to see. Is there any other doors on the balcony, or was the door they came out the only door on the balcony?
No, there were other doors on the balcony area. Maybe from what you can see, only 4 or 6.
Okay. What's an owl's strength?
I don't know. Look up Al stats.
Not good. 3. Odds of me opening a skylight, 0.
That's real rough. That's real rough, friend.
Okay. It's about as much as we can do. What pub did you go to? Where did you end up? Sorry, Meta.
Oh, a pub? In
the
town.
Crazy Arrow is where they went into. I'm going to estimate a direction for Tegan to fly to.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I'll fly to that direction. Let me know when you see me. And I'll fly in that general direction looking for the tavern.
Okay. All right. Eventually, you'll hear about see, flying speed. Does it give a flying speed for owls?
Yes. 1 moment. The flying feed is 60 feet.
60 feet. All right. Yeah. So within like 8 minutes. Jacob, you see, I would be waving my arms, but I can't. You can see like the light from the window. Tegan, you see like from a lot of windows down on the street.
Okay.
But you could
I'll-
probably make a perception check, please,
Sure.
as an owl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. What's perception based on? Wisdom. Owls might be wise. They are. It's a +1.
Nice.
19. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you do see, you kind of, if you go a little bit lower from where you know, from like high up in the air, you would see a sign for the crazy arrow.
Okay. Why not? Let's see what trouble we can get into. Tegan's going to fly behind the building
Okay.
and drop the wild shape.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk to the front of the building. Look for me.
We see you.
Oh, hey.
Follow me. Be quiet. And I'll go into the tavern and I'll open the door to the tavern and look around the tavern like I'm looking for someone, but holding the door open.
Okay. Just so that you know, because I see that Kazil and Juniper saw it, but Renarius and Tegan, Tegan especially, there's a map of what you saw through the window in the Facebook
Oh, okay.
message.
Okay.
Dandy.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you step in. As soon as you open the door, Tegan, just absolute, just, you know, a lot of noise, a lot of music. It doesn't seem completely out of hand when you when you step in. It's just a lot of people sitting at tables having drinks, you know. There's a live band kind of set up in the corner of the pub, with some very kind of I want to say, like, I'm imagining like almost like jazzy big band music, kind of a mix between those two. So a lot of like strings and horns and stuff in the corner. Yeah, it's pretty much just a I would say probably like 30 by 40 bar, everyone kind of packed in.
So it's crowded.
Yeah.
When we get in, I'm gonna try and find the corner of the room, least crowded spot, so that no one
Okay.
bumps into me.
There are steps leading up to a second level, and you'll see a sign that says like smoking area. You'll see a person kind of walk up there.
What do you recommend, Tegan? I don't want to blow our cover.
Yeah, what are
It's a little.
What are you wanting us to do, Tegan? You want to get a drink?
I was.
You want to
I
have
was
a good?
hope-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, although a drink and a good time sounds fine right now, but I was hoping maybe to eavesdrop. But where did our two friends go? I didn't get a good look at them through the window. Do you see them?
Renarius, make a perception check, please.
$18.
Okay. As the two of you came in, or as Renarius, as you came in, you would have seen them just what looked like maybe the very, like, the backs of them walking up the steps to the top, to the second floor. Dredea will say the same. Yeah, Renarius, you want to tell me what we saw? Go.
They went upstairs.
That's it. Good job.
Well, at least I thought I saw them walking in as we went.
I think it was them.
Came in.
So what's up? Is it just like an open area or another bar area that's the second floor? Or
I didn't go on the second floor when I was here. according to the sign, it's a smoking area. You'll see another person go up with a drink in hand, getting something out of their pocket.
Rhaenyra, did you go upstairs? Or no, you're standing in the corner?
No.
No one went upstairs.
We didn't go anywhere. I think we're still by
We're
the entrance.
Mm-hmm. Tegan, what do you want to do? Tegan. Do you want me to go upstairs, Tegan?
Yeah, you're. Yeah, follow me.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to lead the way going upstairs.
I'm getting really good at this following thing. I don't know about you and Arius, but I'm going to be an expert follower by the time this is done. Okay. So you go upstairs, Tegan. Now... Interesting. I mean, because people, if someone bumps into an invisible person, they can still bump into them, right? Like, it doesn't actually make them completely, like...
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean...
Anything, they're just invisible. They're still there.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
The spell doesn't end until someone attacks or casts a spell.
Okay. Just want to make sure. So y'all kind of muscle your way through this crowd, this throng of people here on this first floor. Probably, Tegan, you're able to kind of like shoulder your way through. If you look behind you at all, you would see people being a little confused as to like, you pass through them, but then it feels like, like they're still getting like nudged and they're like...
I'll just be sort of like offering, excuse me, pardon me, I'm sorry. Taking the blame for the bumps.
For the most part, like everyone in this downstairs area is probably just so, buzzed or drunk that they don't even, they just go back to what they're doing and having a good time. You head upstairs. Thankfully, no one was coming down the stairs at the same time, because it's a very narrow stairway. And you get up to the top, and there are a few people up here drinking. It's a little bit quiet. It's definitely a quieter atmosphere up here, but also very like hazy from people smoking in this area. You do see Rhaenyra. You now want to make roll any things. It's a small space up here too. You would see the Warforged and the human sitting at a table in the corner of the room, just kind of drinking and not smoking, but having a drink together, it seems. What now, Tegan? We're here. Should we talk to them? Did you want me to go over and scare them? Are we going to kill them?
So you're aware we only have 10 minutes or so before we
I'm going to let you know something, Tegan.
pop into existence.
I kind of have never killed someone before, so if you're expecting this of me this evening, just give me a little time to process it before you are suddenly like, attack them.
I wouldn't ask you to do that.
Okay, I mean, I think I figure it's going to happen eventually.
That's something to be proud of.
Sure.
But
yes,
if there's room near the table, there's no one standing near the table.
There's room around the table. Yeah.
See if you can get just close enough where you can listen in.
Okay. All right. You'll hear kind of like at first very heavy claps of her feet, but then she'll kind of like go a little bit. You'll hear them kind of like her forcing to like be a little quieter. And let me see how. Okay. And when she gets closer to the table, you'll stop hearing it, and you'll kind of see the human kind of like.
I'm just going to put if he gets any more stronger of a reaction. I mean, I'm watching intently. If he starts getting a really intent, like something's next to me, I'm going to sort of like stumble into the table next to them like I'm drunk.
Okay. It just seems that she'll kind of like pop her head, and as she does that, kind of like looks kind of in your. What are you doing, Tegan? Like, what now that you're up here on the second floor?
If there is a wall, like
there's a
in this
wall,
room,
and there are
I
empty
have my
tables
back
too.
to the wall. Well, if there's, oh damn,
There are empty tables around, so you could sit at a table or at a bench. There's not a separate bar up here, but
okay. So I'd be sitting at a table
okay. All right.
with them inside. Oh God, no. That's not gonna work. No, I'm gonna be up back against the wall and just ready to like stumble if they pick up any noticing.
Okay. Are you watching them, or are you just kind of like
Back and forth,
Okay.
like scanning the room, looking
All right.
like somebody like Kazeel scanning the room.
Okay. You would see the human just kind of like pop and then like kind of like glance at you really quick, Tegan, and like raise an eyebrow, like raise like.
Is it if we make eye contact, I'll sort of like give it a second of eye contact
Sure.
because this is a tavern,
Yeah.
and just sort of like a small smile come to my lips.
You'll see her kind of like, and just to give you a better description of these two, they are, so this is what happens when I have several things open. Okay, so the Warforged, of course, is typical Warforged size. Has a little bit of like wood kind of mixed in with the metal, so kind of your typical Warforged build as well. Has these like bright blue eyes, very similar to a Sleep's. Nothing really that spectacular about the Warforged other than they're pretty built out. Like they have like these like large, what do you call them? Like pauldrons? Is that the word for them? Like the shoulder things? These large pauldrons and these large like chest piece. Has these like 3 points kind of on their head. And the human, it's hard to tell. Like they seem a little androgynous. Has this kind of blonde hair, kind of split in the middle, that's down to their ears. You also notice that their hair kind of glows a little bit. And their eyes are almost this kind of like blackish blue. And I don't mean just the iris, but like the entire eye kind of give off this blackish blue glow. And just very like in common colors with this jacket on. She'll, when you smirk at her, Tegan, she will, they will kind of like almost like narrow their eyes even further and like slowly turn to the Warforged and like start talking. And you could probably even hear, since you're paying attention, like the Warforged be like, "What's wrong?" And then they'll start kind of talking in like lower tones. Dredea, okay, I'm beside them. I don't think that they noticed a thing. All right. Well, he asked, "What's wrong?" And they said, "Oh, I just thought I heard something." I think that she was hearing you come into the room, Tegan. So you might want to be a little bit more quieter next time. Said, "Oh, I thought I heard something." And the Warforged says, "Oh, well, I mean, there's a lot of noise here, so I'm sure it was nothing." The guy across the room, though, he's kind of smiled at me. Do you want me to go and beat him up? That's the Warforged talking. And they say, we want the blue eyes. It's like, the Warforged has blue eyes too. The one with the blonde hair says, oh, no, that's not necessary. So now they're talking about, work was difficult today. They're talking about the auction house and items that were sent in that they got in today. Some kind of, let's see. Stephanie goes through her notes. Some kind of amulet and like this cube thing and a mask and this weird like wooden box with cards inside of it. And I don't know why they're so excited about cards, but I don't know. Something about magical. Never seen one before. Okay, now they're talking about the auction tomorrow. They'll put that stuff in the auction. They also have the weird like circular thing that was left over from a few weeks ago. That apparently was stolen, but brought back. Weird. Something about a weird person with wings that stole it and flew away with red wings. But then now they're just talking about, that was weird that it appeared back like couple of days later. Is there something, they're just talking about the auction house.
You know what? That was great. Our time's just about almost up. We should
Okay.
get out of here.
All right. Should I like tap a drink on their table to kind of like
No.
make it spill?
No.
Are you
Don't
sure,
get cocky.
Tegan? Are
Don't
you sure?
get cocky on me.
Okay. All right. I won't then, because you said so.
But you're doing a great job. You too, Uranarius.
You will.
I'm just here.
You will hear the humanoid be like, "Ow! What's wrong?" My leg. Okay, I'm here. Jordea is ready to go.
Okay. I'll head down the stairs. Sort of like,
I'm gonna Congo line behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sort of, yeah. So,
All right.
and same deal as I leave the tavern, I'll, hold the door open and just look around the tavern waiting let me know when you're out the door.
Right, I'm at the door. Renarius, are you here?
I'm with Tegan, yes.
Okay, we're both at the door, Tegan. We're outside.
Great.
We should maybe get out of sight before we
Yeah,
raise
let's take-
suspicion.
I'll
Take
get in
some
a
back
bush.
Okay.
And then in a couple of minutes, the invisibility wears off. How long does the telepathic thing last?
Also an hour, so it
Okay.
probably would have worn off a little bit before.
Okay. So y'all don't, I'm sure that since Renarius is staying close to you, Tegan, you won't hear anything from Jordea for a minute or two. You just heard that she was going into a bush.
All right. I'll turn and look, see if I can. Rodea?
Make a perception check. Oh, okay.
19.
You see some horns sticking out of a bush.
First, I'll try mentally
Okay.
and see if I get a response. I'm just standing there, like looking at the horns, going, "Those horns make it tough to hide."
They don't move.
Okay. And
Are you okay, Jordea?
Jordea will just kind of wait a second, and then like slowly you'll see her peek out. Oh, I can see you now. I was waiting for you to say something. Are we not doing the mind thing anymore?
It seems to have worn off for now. I will recast it if need be. But
Okay.
perhaps we should go reconvene with the others.
Okay. Yeah, I told Jeannie I would have some drinks with her after, so
Oh, nice. Junie's a nice person.
Tegan, do you think we may need to scout out more of the building? I do have a plan B if needed.
I think we did really good, Tegan. What do you think?
I think. What was your other thought, Vernarius? Just out of curiosity. Although I think we got a lot of information.
Do you remember when there was that collapsed town and we helped Dirk and then the others rescue the people? I was able to scout through the rubble to find out who may be in there. I could essentially scout with that same spell the entire building.
Okay. Can you familiarize me with the building? I mean, with the spell, or just what's it do?
It's
Just out of curiosity.
where's the spell? Oh, I might not have it prepared.
Okay.
Well, best laid plans.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have it prepared. Whoops.
Okay. No problem. In that
Actually,
case-
that would be tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow we could, help locate the
Sure.
device. But
Oh no, I do have it prepared. I'm sorry. Arcane Eye.
Arcane
Nice.
Eye.
Yeah, you create an invisible magical eye within range that hovers in the air for the duration. You mentally receive visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. The eye can look in every direction. As an action, you can move the eye up to 30 feet in any direction. There is no limit to how far away from the eye you can move, but it can't enter another plane of existence. Solid barrier blocks the eye's movement, but the eye can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter.
Okay. All right.
that might be, considering how you described that, Renarius, that might be, I think, maybe better if once we get into the auction house, once the auction is begun and they're auctioning off some of the lesser items, see if we can find where the artifact is. Otherwise, we'd be wandering around the building trying to find it.
Of course. I could try and do that now, or we can wait until tomorrow.
I don't like it with the guards. I think if we get a tent, buy our tickets, get inside the building, that'll make it easier for us.
Will there be any suspicion to? Well, never.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
need
we'll
to
just-
stay in one place to concentrate on it. It should be fine.
Yeah, but it's a great idea. I like it.
But back to
Yeah, back to the Peach pub.
the
Okay.
romantic peach. Is that what it was?
Yes, the Romantic Peach pub, and then the Peach Inn. I mean,
Hair.
the Romantic Pear pub, and then the Pear Inn across the street.
The amorous fruit.
I think it was the Romantic, just as your day of the Romantic Pear. Nearest. Okay, yeah, let's head back. Let's go. Are y'all going to bed? Are you staying up to party? What? You could have drinks with me and Juniper if you want.
Maybe to start before I go to bed. But you did it, both of you, and especially you, Drew Day. Great job. Thank you for the
Oh.
visibility.
Thank you. Yeah, that was great. It was a great trick, Renarius. Good job.
I have good tricks from time to time.
You're on your way to becoming a top-notch detective yet. Have you ever thought about being a detective, Renarius?
To me, to be a good detective, seems to have a fair amount of deception involved, and I'm not a very good liar.
Well, I guess that's fair.
I don't mean to call you a liar. That was not my intent.
I only lie when I have to, and sometimes for fun. But
But
let's be real.
I am terrible.
Oh, I'm sure you could be better at it with practice. Just practice lying, Renarius. Here, lie to me. Here, okay. Lie to me, Renarius.
I think you are a fantastic hider in bushes.
Renarius, I said to lie. Let's try this again. Let's start over. Maybe let's go and get a drink first, and then we can try this again, okay?
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right, let's go. And Dredea will lead you back to the romantic pair pub, to the tavern. Let's say Juniper. What have you been doing for the past, I guess like an hour? 15 minutes.
I think she's been semi-aggressively holding our big table.
Oh. Oh no.
Where are Agatha and Zendaya? What's her name? Zatara.
Right. Zatara went to the inn across the street, but you wouldn't know this. I think y'all left before that was decided. So you would get back, and Zatara wouldn't be there. Neither would Agnes. Juniper, you would know that Agnes, probably not too long after everyone left, would just excuse themselves and went so that they were retiring to the inn across the street.
Mhm.
They would see you in the morning for breakfast and just quietly leave. You probably would have heard Zatara say, tell Kazil that they were going across the street as well.
Okay. Yeah. Janisha's been holding down the group table that we had earlier, like picking at the mac and cheese.
I would say the bar probably would have sat with you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So they've been swapping, stories, trying drinks.
Mm-hmm.
There may be a few more flowers that appeared on the table, maybe next to Junie, like inconspicuously at the chair next to her, but
Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay.
Like maybe she stole them from the other tables, or
Okay.
But mostly she's just like, anyone tries to take a chair, she'll jump up and no, we have a group. They might come back any minute, and they'll be just fine. And then she'll sit back down and listen to whatever stories Zavar was telling her.
You have to do that for a good first half hour of a few times, because it gets a little crowded. So you're having to fend off the chair vultures.
Shoo.
And then it starts slowing. You'll even get a couple of the waiter, the waiters be like, "Are you using these extra?"
Yes. She's gonna take off a scarf and put it on one chair, and put one of Zavar's bottles on one, and a plate over there. She's got blackberries sitting on one chair. Yeah, it's hard work, but
someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
All right, and it says Zavar would help you as much as he could. And then you'll see Dredea, Renarius, and Tegan walk through eventually. Now, just really quick, checking in with Kazil.
Mhm.
So how long do you think? So, as I said, it probably took them about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes to get back to the pub, to where they're all at right now. What do you think will you still be walking around, or kind of wrapped it up, or?
Probably would have just done the tour,
Okay.
the shopping tour, and then gone back to the table just to see if
Okay.
anyone's still there.
We'll say it'd be about the same time, just for
Perfect.
timing's sake. And yeah, you all kind of get to the table around the same moment. And I will say, since it's 8:28, let's go ahead and take our bio break there. And we'll come back in 10 minutes. All right.
Perfect.
Okay. So for
Sounds
viewers,
good.
we take a 10-minute bio break. So just go grab some. I'm going to get some cereal. Go and grab some
Yes.
refreshments. And we'll be seeing in about 10 minutes. All right. See you soon. Or do we not have that in here? Was it this one? We should. Did I delete it? Maybe I might deleted it. Our little
Is it
video.
in the, yeah, is that what you're looking for? Like the transition? on the
Yeah,
Stream Deck?
I think they might have. Let me double check. Let me try.
Mhm.
Be right back in. Oh. Oops. Okay, yeah, I think I might have deleted it. Of course. Okay. Shit. Oh,
That's
here
not
it is.
right.
Here it is. I got it. Here we go. Let me move that towards the top above some of this other stuff.
There we go.
There. That's better. That's better. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get some cereal.
stuff, and I don't have anything else to do with these hot peppers except make salsa. I can't like put them in dishes because my wife hates hot food and stuff like that. So I made salsa today, but I put way too much garlic salt in it.
Oh
And
no.
I ruined it after I made it. And I was like, oh, bummer. I have to do something with this. So I put in another half of an onion and grapes.
Yeah.
And it's this weird. It's weird. It's good. But it's
Yeah.
weird.
I feel like I want to try it now.
It's like
It's definitely-
spicy and garlicky and a little bit sweet. It feels like it's trying to be a lot of things at once, not excelling in any of them.
Nice. But it takes you around town, and that's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's just it's not what you get in a can of this.
That's awesome. Yeah, Cthulhu. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, she did the behind the scenes content. Oh yeah, hot pepper jelly. My mom used to make some of that. Like, mostly with gelatin with some hot pepper.
I had a friend give that to me once, and
Yeah.
I don't think I could make it with these because they're like jalapeno hot, not like hot. I do have some habaneros growing, but they're still not ready. So
Oh, gotcha.
I should maybe learn how to make that hot pepper jelly. I remember liking it, but it also sat in my fridge for 2 years, so I liked it, but I didn't eat it that often. That freaks me out a little. Like, I get it. Cheese, like you just cut the mold off the cheese, that's how you do it. But mold on like jelly? I feel like that would like seep through.
By the time you see the mold bloom, the roots, the tendrils are everywhere. So that's what I always think of when I see it. Like, no, because I only see it in those 2 slices doesn't mean it's not everywhere else. And bread and shit.
Wait, what?
We're just talking tendrils. Don't worry about it.
Tendrils? Tentacles?
We were talking about mold and how mold in food is bad, but also it spreads. But also, if it's in your grandma's jelly, then you just scrape it off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Are you here, Dan, or are you?
I think he's there, but he's muted.
100%. Yep, just eating.
Okay.
Fire us up when we're good.
Alright. What are you eating? What are you eating, Joe?
French cheese tacos.
Oh.
I'm eating my weird salsa I made today with grapes and hot peppers and stuff.
Ooh. Grapes. Interesting.
It was a last-ditch effort to stave it from the tons of garlic salt I put into
Oh.
I'll watch our chat tomorrow for the post-game show. How'd that go? How'd that work out?
Oh, right. Yeah. I had a bowl of blueberry.
it. Ooh.
Get the
Every
milk.
every General
haven't-
Mills Halloween cereal accounted for in this house.
Yeah, we have blueberry, we have fruit root, we have
Chocula?
Count Chocula, and we have Frankenberry.
I don't think I've had blueberry or frankenberry in like 25 years. Like I haven't had it since I was a little kid.
It's like I don't know, somehow it became like a Halloween tradition for me. I don't know how that happened. But... Okay, so we can get going again. Let's see here. Our mics are still hot. Great, as we wouldn't want anyone missing out on this amazing cereal talk. Alright, go live or come back to where people can see us in 3, 2, 1.
Ta-da!
And we're live. The part of Kazeel tonight will be played by a black screen with the word Kazeel on it.
Just
Feel
gaseous
charismatic.
fun.
All right. So everyone's back at the table. Is there anything that y'all want to you and Judea will come in and kind of sit in between Juniper and Zavar. Start talking to Zavar a bit.
Oh, yeah. Junie's gonna round up some leftovers and try and make a couple plates that look edible in case anyone's hungry. We're getting every inch of Kazeel's money from all this food. So she's just made sure, and she's given the rest to the waiter, the staff, and she's taken her scarf back and made room for everybody if they want to stay. She's a little wobbly on her hooves, so.
Okay.
Tegan will sit down and great job by Renarius and Judea. Got a lot of good information. In fact,
Yeah, we did
Judea,
very good.
why don't you give the debriefing since you did a lot of the hard work?
So, imagine this. We're approaching the auction house. It's nighttime. We walk closer, and Renarius is this expert magic user and starts weaving the spell of invisibility. So we're all invisible, and I lead them to the auction house. And we get there, and we see a guard out front, circling, and a guard out back, circling. And then Tegan reveals his true form. I'm sure all of y'all know that Tegan's an owl, right? So So Tegan revealed his true form and flew up to the roof
Wait
and
now.
was able. Oh yeah.
Eek, I had no
was
idea.
able to see quite a bit down there. Saw some guards. Saw a couple people leaving a room. Me and Rhaenyra then followed to a pub called. What was that pub called again, Rhaenyra?
Scrambled back to the.
Just as
Let me
Rhaenyra
scroll
took
up
a
the
bite
chat
of
in my
table.
head.
The Crazy Arrow.
The
That's it.
Crazy Arrow.
So it's a Crazy Arrow. Loud, noxious place. Actually, it's not that bad, but it's kind of fun. Anyways, so we follow them there. Tegan joins up with us. Just as I think I'm about ready to kill someone, he says no one dies tonight. And we go inside the pub and we sneak upstairs. And then where we see the two that left the auction house, a Warforged, points to like a Sleep and Spark. Well, we'll say that Spark probably already, unless, and I'll get if Kazil wants to retcon anything before Spark leaves. But we'll say it's just asleep there. Spark's already left. Warforged. A Warforged is there, along with a human with glowing black eyes and glowing hair. They work at the auction house, I think. They're talking about different things coming in. They were talking about a weird circle object and these other things. And also, one of the things were stolen and brought back by someone with red wings. And you would hear this, Casil. And then Tegan was like, that's enough. So we left. Tegan in his pretend form that he's using right now to make sure that no one knows that he's actually an owl. And here we are. Did I leave something out, Tegan? Was that it?
Nope, that pretty much covered it.
You make us sound much more sophisticated than we are.
Oh,
Have you met Polo? Maybe you two should work on a book together. I'd rather enjoy these embellishments.
well, yeah, no. I remember me and Polo were working together. I was helping him find the missing mice.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
which we found.
But do you know about his authorship?
Oh yes, yeah. Polo told me a lot about this book, about the vampires and the vampire mice, which actually exist. And so I told you we found that's why I found the mice at, was in this vampire village down south.
Asleep.
Yes,
If there was another Warforged outside of you and why can't I remember her name?
Spark.
Spark, thank you. And Spark.
Yes.
But there was only one here on the Mickey's found. Are they not on the network? Is that like a rogue Warforged?
No, only certain Warforged are on the network. They have to be added. Not all Warforged share the network. Only specific ones who were found and programmed in by either Miki or Arbane.
Interesting.
You.
Very
Arbane.
interesting. Error. Yeah.
Oh, yes. And just to retcon, Spark would absolutely, because he'll put that he would give her a fond farewell and that she enjoyed the book. And of course, thank you and head off.
Well, that's expert work. Well done, everyone. The three of you. Incredible.
Yeah, I think it went great.
Right?
I'm a pretty good investigator, but the sneaking around part isn't always my forte. But I think after tonight, I've definitely won a couple of levels thanks to myself and learning things.
Ooh. Excellent.
I would totally agree.
So,
Wow.
do we have? Does
Can we
give
put
us
that on
any
a
idea-
T-shirt?
To myself and learning.
I definitely win a couple of levels thanks to myself and learning things.
Mhm.
It should go around the back, like half of it on the front
Yeah,
and the other
yeah.
half on the back. Right. So, does that give us any ideas on how we wish to go about gathering this device? Like where it's stored and what we can do about. Do we go in beforehand tonight under darkness, or do we wait until the auction and try and buy it? Or...
Well, the auction house is. Go ahead, Ramirez.
I was telling Tegan before that I do have a spell that would allow me to scout around the building as we're inside of it if we needed to.
Oh.
Yes. Rhaenyra is an expert magic user.
Oh, I.
Okay. So, what next?
I think we go to the auction, buy tickets. Maybe Ramirez can help us locate where it is, but there's a lot of guards,
Oh.
and especially the big warforged who works with the manager.
Hmm.
Just a retcon, I would say that you would have saw like a sign or something there at the auction house, Tegan, that probably would have said that the auction started at 6 p.m.
Okay. So we know when it starts.
I'll say this. I'll add this in case it makes a difference. I now know how to teleport us elsewhere altogether. We hold hands. Your favorite. Anywhere that I've been familiar with, it's certainly outside of the city. I'd hate for our faces to be seen when we're stealing something, but if anyone manages to sneak it or anything else, and we're worried about if we get caught, or if even if we're successful, I can make for a quick escape if we know where we'd like to go ahead of time, and we're all there and touching.
Touching us and holding hands, right?
Oh, really? It's any touching, but I just figured everyone would want friendly touching.
Oh, sure.
Everyone always wants friendly touching from Kazeel.
I mean, by friendly touching, you mean like hand holding, right?
Sure.
Oh,
Hand on
okay.
the shoulder or holding
Okay.
hands. Or...
I gotcha.
It depends on the level of friendliness, I suppose. I also I can play a beautiful melody. Well, I like to. I think it's beautiful. That helps cast a bit of suggestion on up to a dozen people. So if we find
You
ourselves
play,
in-
Kazeel?
Oh, aye.
Oh. Yeah, there are a lot of places in town that pay you to play the violin.
Not enough. Well, thank you for that.
I mean, okay.
I
appreciate it.
I also recently learned a spell that would help disguise us all for a prolonged period of time.
Oh, do you tell?
It is something called a seeming. It'll make us seem as though we're not us.
I think that's a definite. Bless you.
Thanks.
Stranger in the bar.
There's someone sneeze nearby.
Well, I see a fourth wall.
Yeah. You ever notice that one wall over there? It's always nice. I think that's a. What do you say? What do you think about that, Tegan in particular? I know this is one of your fortes.
Considering how they have it set up, I'm not fond of a smash and grab. Too many guards.
All right.
We don't know where it is. We would just be wandering around clumsily. Even if we did get a good lead, it could be locked behind a secured door. I'm thinking, just talking out loud here, wait until that item is up for auction.
Okay.
And maybe you could try to convince them just with your fiddle
Okay.
to hand it over. Or that we
could
won
do
the
that.
auction without winning the auction.
So I can get up to 12 people. So some of the other bettors might not get, you know, or some of the guards might be like, well, that's a bit strange, but I can do it.
Hmm.
Oh, well, what happens when there's more than 12 people there?
Well, there's no guarantee that it'll fool everybody. Some people are more resilient to it than others. Anyone past the 12, it just doesn't even affect them. Just sort of mentally think of which 12. So I can select, you know, which ones, but
What if we could maybe prevent some of the we'll say high rollers from getting to the auction and to try and thin the numbers? Or I mean, do these kind of things have a guest list, or do we just know some you know, the rich pirates in town?
we might be able to bribe if we can find out who the auctioneer is. Maybe bribe them at least for some information. I can modify someone's memory sometimes and maybe make them think like they were threatened by some other person to give us, make sure, you know, don't look at so many other people during the bin so that we can get in at a low price. Just some ideas.
Well, that's a thought. How much do we want to just try and buy it?
Not against it. I'd like to know what the starting range is. Did you say the auctioneer or
Just as Judea mentioned,
Yes.
apparently the manager. They left
the
out
manager is?
a room in the auction house. I saw them leave a room in the balcony,
Yes.
but there were several rooms in the balcony.
Human and the Warforged.
Well, if the manager's the auctioneer, I don't think we'll be able to bribe them.
Oh, I do
Oh.
remember the Warforged called the human Mordana.
I guess don't be hard to ask. Oh, wait, is it a program? Maybe this list the starting price bids. Sometimes they'll do that to let people know how much to set aside.
Usually they won't have anything posted until the day of.
And that's tomorrow.
Yes, correct.
Hmm.
We could check in the morning and have a little bit of a heads up, I suppose.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure an item like this will probably be last on the
Aye.
list. Give us plenty of time to, like Renarius said, he could get maybe an idea if it's just backstage. Then we can alter our plans and maybe see if we can get to it before the auction.
Aye.
Or, you know, before it comes up in the auction.
What's that, Junie?
This is if we can't go to it before the auction, then our maybe next best auction is to make sure we win it, right? So how do
Right.
they know that we can pay for anything? Like, how do they I'm used to, I get on a ship, I take things, I don't prove that they can pay for it, right? So what if we pretended to be some rich, charismatic bidder, and we bid no matter what they ask? Then they have to hand it over, but they ask us if we can pay for it, right? And then we just, well, Zeal could take it and get the hell out.
Okay.
Unless it's magically guarded. I don't know how auctions work, but it might be really fun just to bid on it anyways.
Aye.
Maybe they need collateral, or I mean, I have some gold left over. I don't know how much we could scrape together, but we might be able to have something convincing,
Mm.
or we get to it before it goes to auction. I can,
Work some magic. Well, I think one of the important. How long does that spell last, lad? That seeming.
It'll last most of the day,
Oh.
8 hours or so.
Okay.
You'll never cease to. You never fail to impress me.
I'll be sure to find an opportunity.
We'll see. That's a challenge, I think. It'll be difficult. Well, I think the biggest thing is that we don't need to look like this. So no matter what happens, it's just other strangers up to shenanigans. I guess we check in the morning, see what place, what that looks like as far as as Judy was saying, and maybe so they might not even know what it is, right? It seemed very secret to us until we got into brain the Aurelius's crew here, the whole thing we're in, the Torchlight Committee. Thank you. My brain just some. So right, they might just be like, well, we know this is magic and it looks impressive, so sometimes they give it to an assessor and they're like, yo, right, this is so yeah.
I like what you said, Juniper, that we do have a wealthy, charismatic person in our party. Look at Kazeel.
He only has to be wealthy and charismatic enough to get the thing sold or purchased, right? And then I know the Tegan wants a clean exit, but they might not be able to catch all of us. And really, it's just one of us we got to get out of there.
I mean, part of the plan should be whoever is going to get closest as the plan develops tomorrow. Whoever it appears is going to be the closest to the artifact and device should have the bag that goes right to the northern coast.
Oh, that's right.
And all he has to do is put it in the bag and it's gone.
That Nadranol's bag, was that right?
Yes.
Okay. I have a spell or two that could we can play if we have to pass it. I can go a few hundred feet. Kazeel can go across the city, and maybe, yeah, and we can run away if we have to.
Excellent.
Probably.
We should also be very wary that someone has the same idea as we do.
Another pirate crew.
Well, be aware that the library wants these devices as much as we do.
That is an interesting thought, that the library would probably knows about this auction, and why would they let something like this happen?
They may not. So we gotta be ready for that.
A fat trap for us.
Yeah.
Well, at least we'll get dressed up to do it.
I thought it would fit in with why it disappeared and then came back. Who's going to stop the library from?
It seems to be. It also seems to be from the description that Judeyev got from the conversation. It seems to be our friend who claimed to have one. It seems to be theirs.
Oh,
Which friend was that?
Varys?
Zatara's sister, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. With the red wings.
Oh, I remember.
How could we forget?
Seems to be some other interesting things we might want to even get considering buying at the auction.
It sounds like a fantastic night ahead of us. I haven't been this excited about taking things from other people in a long time.
First, we should really check
Excellent.
out. I mean, let's play it. I think the more we try to make a hard and fast plan, the more we're going to get surprised.
Fair.
Still need
Another
information.
option is that possibly we just follow whoever wins the magic item and
Relieve them of it.
Yes, and hopefully not violently. Maybe Kazil can be influential in some manner.
Little suggestion. Eh?
Mhm.
Tweak a little
Or,
memory
you know,
here.
As these things normally do, especially for the large items, it will eventually just come down to usually 2 or 3 parties bidding on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And maybe Kazil could suggest to the other parties that to stop bidding.
Mm.
Mm.
Right.
Just a thought, just things that we can keep in mind while the auction's going on. Got to
That-
keep our
that-
eye out for odd-looking people.
That also assumes that we have enough money to compete with the first bid.
Oh, do they charge us to get into the auction?
Sometimes. I
Sometimes.
don't even know for this one.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out in the morning. We'll go
Mm.
swing over and get the starting prices and see how they handle things.
Okay.
Had all this food in my belly, I could use some sleep. I don't even know about the rest of you, but that and all the wine at the end of the night here.
Some very good macaroni and cheese.
That was fantastic. Oh.
Okay.
Is it evening time?
Oh, it's nighttime. It's like probably like 11 at this point. Getting close to midnight.
Oh,
Have we purchased a room? I can set up a few rooms within a room if you know what I mean.
Oh, we have the inn across the street, the Pear Inn. That's also there.
I'm
Ingot
gonna
will say,
I'm sorry,
yeah, that's. I think that's where Zatara went for the night.
gonna lean in and whisper to Inget, and then I'm gonna use sending to Zatara and be like, "You we got a much safer place. We don't want to be out. Let's. I'll tell you where we're gonna we'll have our own private mansion. I mean, a lot of us, not just yeah. A lot, please. I think that would be safest for all of us.
Okay, so you're telling like Zatara to like leave.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Can she reply back message or no?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm out of gold, but I guess that's fine. I expect you to pay
Hey.
it back to me.
Hey, nice. Oh, you sassy lady.
All right. So, Rhaenyra, you do your. Where are you going to put your mansion?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think we want to put it in the middle of a bar. We'd have to get a room.
Get a room at the Pear and just set it up inside that room.
Mhm.
We could
Maybe-
use.
We could use Zatara's room if she's already paid for one.
If I would say we can do that, unless I know maybe this would be Tegan's expertise. If there's a pretty out of the way, well hidden. Oh, that looks good. Well hidden place, alleyway or otherwise.
I think Rhaenyra's idea is probably better because you have the odd chance of somebody bumping into the portal. Even though they can't get in, they're going to say, "What is this thing doing in the middle of an alley?"
Mm.
I don't know if the portal leaves a physical presence.
It's just a little star shining bit that only the people that can go in can see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
For what it's worth. Mhm.
Oh.
I'm 95% sure. There's in another campaign there's a player who used it a lot.
It says the entrance shimmers faintly and is 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall. So it shimmers faintly.
Is that just to the users or is that to everybody?
I see only
Oh
the
my
people
gosh.
you designate. Oh wait, while closed, the portal is invisible. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Whew. And of course, they put that at the very end. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Come on.
Fine print,
Okay.
very at the very end.
Thanks. Yeah. Up on
So we
yours,
could go into an alley or something and do it. Yeah, it should be.
Alina, whatever you think is best taken.
I think we put it in a room. Why risk someone seeing us going into the portal, seeing us come out of the portal?
Aye.
It's better off in an in room where we can have our privacy coming in and out.
I think the library is going to know where we are, whether it's in an alley or in a room she booked. I'm sure they know we're here. So I think that's safest.
Should we also find Agnes?
Was Agnes with us?
Hey, Agnes. Juniper would have saw Agnes go to her own room.
Yeah, she left. Probably not long after you all did. She's probably tired. Place across the street. The other pair.
The pair in?
The other
Yeah,
pair.
that's-
Yeah,
Then the,
Right.
That's what it should have been called, the other pair.
the other pair.
the other pair.
Nice. Are you sending Agnes now too?
And not
Yeah.
a pigeon.
Nice, yeah. Like, oh, but we're gonna be in this room number. Don't go in there yet. We're not there yet. It's just the terror. But we'll be there in a few minutes, and yada yada yada.
I'm
Hiding in makeups.
not getting out of bed, so I'll see you in the morning.
She told you.
I'm trying to sleep.
Oh,
Leave me
Right.
alone.
She
Yeah.
definitely sounds sleepy when she responds back.
My
Well, let us
bedtime
know
is
if you-
7:30.
I'll just cast another just let us know if anyone attacks you in your sleep. We'll come help you.
Good night.
Good night to you, sir. Go to bed.
Said good night.
You hear a deep sigh.
Counts as a word.
Library hunts us every day for months, but okay. If a lightning monster shows up in your room,
Junie wants to make sure that Zavar knows what the plan is and writes his room number on the inside of his hand so he doesn't forget or get
Okay.
lost.
Okay.
Here, just in case. I mean, you could go with him now, Zavar. You look like you could go to sleep.
Yeah.
And,
I'm pretty tired.
Okay, and they're all going now, so you could go, and then you don't risk, going to the wrong room.
I'll just
on
follow.
accident.
I'll just follow them. Thank you, Juniper.
Okay, and she'll hand him back his bottle, and night.
And I'm sure everyone else wouldn't have any problems with Judea using the mansion as well. I think it'd be wise if they used the mansion.
Yeah. Do you mind if I are we going now? Do you mind if I stay and drink for a bit?
Sure.
Okay. I just need to unwind before I go around to more people to be in another place with more people, and
Totally understandable.
Mhm.
Great job today,
Yeah.
by the way.
There are free drinks available where we're going.
That is true. Zavar. Zavar has a
You've
whole
never.
room
Oh,
full.
this will be quite an experience for you, Judea.
so this isn't just like a bedroom that we're going to.
Nope. It's much
Okay.
more than that.
Okay. I
I'll
was
leave
just
the
imagining.
surprise.
I was
Yeah.
imagining like a big bedroom with just one huge gigantic bed with a bunch of pillows.
No, that's
you
something
know.
in Kazil's dreams.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
You have those dreams too. Got it. Okay. Yeah. That sounds fine. Let's go. As long as there are drinks. Now, if I get there and there are no drinks, I'm gonna leave.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Junior's stuffing her face with the last things on the table. and finishing a drink.
Okay. All right. So everyone's heading. So we'll say that y'all head over to the room. You're able to set up the portal. Zatara will be getting like her things together from like unpacking some things already, and and to get into the portal as well, to get to the mansion. Anything specific from here? I'm gonna send you a direct message, Kazeel. You get a message back from a mental message from the Forge. Did you want me to say that out loud, or do you want me to mental message you?
Go ahead. I'm likely going to share it with everyone soon. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Let me just make sure. All right. So as you're walking over to the inn, you do get a message from the Forge. You can recognize this from the voice. Hello, Kazeel. It is I, the Forge, back at the Northern Crown. You using a bit of magic here to speak to you. What you were asking me about before, there are 2 different ways of getting these. The first is maybe the less conventional, would be to kind of, how to put this, unify yourself with the Forge, with myself. Unfortunately, if something would happen to the Forge, if something would happen to me, you would be affected. And if something would happen to you, I would be affected if that were to happen. But this would give you more a spectral form, more of light and than something physical. If we were to do this. So basically, as a DM, this would be like, you'd almost be taking like a level 1 warlock.
Oh, wild. Okay.
Yeah. The second thing that I can think of, and this is after...
You can whisper me the second one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's... Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I might share with everyone. Let's see. Not to burst your bubble, I know. It sounds exciting.
Magically...
Unify. Oh no.
I'm going to put something in parentheses here because I'm naming something that you will actually know, Dan.
Okay.
And if I'm getting this name wrong, I'm putting in parentheses what it is.
Okay.
Oh shit. I don't want to give you that. I don't want to give you that meta. I don't want to give you that knowledge. So I'm just going to put it in there and just hope that I have the right name for it. Although you'll probably know once you read what it's called.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And they'll just conclude that those are the 2 ways that they know, that they have come up with to.
Okay. I'll reply. Thank you very much, Apari. Appreciate your work. And I'm going to think on that and let you know. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Okay.
As we head towards the room in the portal,
Yes.
Tegan's going to make sure he's ahead of Judea.
Okay.
And just as we get to the portal, he's going to spin around,
Okay.
and he goes, "Couple quick things. First thing,
Yes.
4 inches.
What? 4 inches?
When you're in a bush, that's how much farther down you have to go.
Oh. Okay.
Your horns, your
Take it.
horns,
Got you. Okay. Okay. I will try to remember that. Okay.
and more seriously, the second thing
Yes.
about murder, about harming people. You're turning into a really good detective,
Oh, thanks.
and try not to go the other way.
So you're saying I shouldn't murder people even if I need to?
Only in self-defense. Once
Okay.
you do it, there's no turning back. You're changed forever. Take it from me.
Okay.
You're a good person.
Oh, thank you, Tegan. I think you're a very good owl. Pretending to be a person.
Okay, it's. I'm a druid. It's part of being a
Tegan, and she'll put like both hands on your shoulders, Tegan. Tegan, you don't have to keep like making up a story. I totally accept you as an owl. It's fine. You don't feel like that you have to try to morph yourself to fit in with this world. If you're an owl, embrace being an owl. I would love to be an owl. It seemed really cool, right? I mean, you think I like just being a human with antlers? Would I rather be a deer? Yes. Yes, that way I could just go and frolic about. Unfortunately, so all that being said, you don't have to make up stories. It's fine. You can be an owl. Just be an owl. Okay? All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I remember
Thank you for
that
the
about,
advice.
yes, advice on both ends. See, we're good detectives together. Tegan, if you ever want to go in, let me just say, if you ever want to go into like a detective agency sort of situation type deal, can totally make that happen. I think that we could really do some good. You could keep me from murdering people, and I could help you embrace this owl self, right?
If I ever make any money out of this adventure, I'll seriously consider it.
Okay, great. And she'll walk past you. The portal.
Okay. Hold on to your horns as he escorts her through the mansion portal.
Stuck her head. All right.
This is called a magnificent mansion. And I'll hand over to Rhaenyra to explain.
Wow. It's beautiful.
Are we inside the mansion or outside? Sorry.
Well, I would
I-
assume that we're going inside, but unless you have something to do before people start stepping inside. Okay, so
No, just-
I'm assuming
yeah.
everyone's starting to step inside.
I might
Wow.
be back a minute.
Okay.
This is the entry hall. There's a place to relax. There's a game set up over to your right. There's you see the table ahead of you. I've also this time added a mini bar with a selection of
Oh, wow. Yes.
of what you might want. I also have servants who could bring those things
Oh.
directly to you. To your left, you'll find a door that leads to a relaxing sauna and a hot tub. There is a kitchen. There is a room to pray to whatever deity you fancy. There is a workshop of sorts, and then there is a room where you can get a good night's sleep.
So Tara and Ingot immediately go into a room together. Wow, this is really nice. Do all of you have like your own pocket mansions? Because that's really cool.
I'm an expert magic user as you say, and this I think it's only me.
So okay, it'd be really cool to have your own pocket mansion. Okay, all right. This is really cool. I'm gonna go to the bar and get something to drink. Jennifer, do you want something to drink?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make you
Yeah.
something.
Sounds
and
great.
so she'll go over and start mixing some drinks.
Rhaenyra, I didn't know you had a hot tub in here. Anna, really? Does that happen every time? Was this here last time?
It was, yes. It's that door to your left over there.
Oh, how big is it? Can I bring? Okay.
Uh,
Well,
we,
my-
we can all enjoy it together if we so choose.
Okay. How far is my bed from the hot tub? Just does it? How big? Okay. Just down the hall then.
I mean, it is a mansion, so.
Okay.
I would say 100 feet ish away.
Easy. Stumbling
Easy.
distance. Stumbling distance. Got it. All right.
I actually have not enjoyed it myself, so I am a partake before I go to bed.
This sounds like a fantastic evening, and I didn't know we had a hot tub here. I would have been in there, and then drying out in my boat bed. Dredea, did I tell you I have a boat bed here?
You
for
have a boat
Rhaenyra's?
bed?
Oh yeah. Rhaenyra had it made for me. I'm not sure.
Wow.
He's a really great magic user. Yeah. It's pretty great.
That's
It's
so cool.
yeah. She's just and Zavar's room has a lot of kegs and drinks. And I haven't seen anyone else's room, but I'm sure they're all fantastic.
Okay. All right, so Judea will be up making some drinks. Kazil, did you say that you hung out? Are you coming in or?
I'm casting sending one more time before I come in.
Okay.
Gotta keep those stones straight.
But you know, I don't want to step on anyone's moment if anyone has any role play or anything. Yeah.
Sounds like drinks and hot tubs.
Nice. I'm just gonna message yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Kazil.
Hello.
Well, I can
I
send
know,
my
I know, I
message.
know.
Sorry. I'm carefully trying to plot out
Okay.
the words. I'm sorry.
Okay, sure.
I heard you. Gosh, what's the name of this city? Starts with an A, I think.
Altar?
Yes, altar. Thank you. Heard you with an altar or something.
Oh.
It's back. Are you okay? That's it. That's my message.
Okay. Ayia was the jewel, correct? That's
Mhm.
right. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have. that's a while back, and I didn't refresh.
Kazil
Oh, yeah.
remembers everyone's names.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big and Rolodex he is.
Yeah. It's an occupational hazard there.
Not city names, but
Yeah, just
Right. Just people. Just yeah. Okay. Oh. Hi. Yes, I was at the altar not too long ago. Returned an item. I didn't know what it was. Stupid. Boring. That's it.
Right, I'll just send one back. Well, I'm glad you're all right. I hope you're doing well. I might have something to ask you soon. I'll catch you then. Just gonna try and leave a little element of intrigue.
Oh. Did you kill my sister? That would be great news. But, looking forward to this weird surprise. I'll keep my ears and mind open.
got so many sassy comments to that, but I'm just gonna head on into the, gonna head on into
What could
the
they
Magnificent
be?
Mansion at this point.
Okay. All right. All right, friends. So anything before y'all go to bed that you want to do?
hmm
Chill out in the hot tub for a half hour and probably go
Oh,
to bed.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hang with any friends
Kazeel
that
in a
wanna
hot
be
tub. That's no, not Kazeel. Renarius in a hot tub. That's a sight. Oh,
That's so
Right?
cool.
Yeah.
He's what's it called? Oh my gosh, when people are like secretly buff. Oh, what's it called? It's all over TikTok when people like
Oh, I don't
look
know.
buff, then they flex and they're like super built. Oh, it's not like a secret build, whatever. I'm now picturing. That's it in my mind.
Okay.
Wow.
Hilarious. Yeah, I guess I'll get a
He might be skinny enough for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong side of TikTok to know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh.
Talking animals.
yeah.
yeah.
I think
So
I think since Junie just found out there's a hot tub in here, she's gonna take a drink tray, and if
Oh, yeah.
Renarius doesn't mind company, then she'll ask Serdea if she wants to come hang out for a while. But really just chat, have some drinks, enjoy some water that's not trying to kill her currently,
Oh yeah.
and then retire to her boat bed.
Judea
Yeah.
would for sure enjoy the hot tub and the drinks in the hot tub.
Yay. Renarius having a drink? Is he just soaking and then running away?
I think he's soaking and running away.
gotta
checks
maintain that
out.
physique.
Yeah.
He's a Mormon.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Cannon.
Oh no.
You just gave the DM psychic damage.
I understood that reference. Anyone doing anything else before you go to bed? Yeah, yes, Kazeel.
Oh, I just want
anything.
to ask Zatara, I know it's late and plans have changed already a few times and you're probably just ready for bed, but
That's fine.
I had a question if you're willing to answer, if you don't understand.
Sure. Ingit's like already snoring in a bed.
Oh, she's so cute. Kind of, look back and forth like, great. When we were traveling to the library, we ran across a person that said they're your sister. Yeah, I think she goes by the Jewel, or the people locally call her the Jewel.
Yeah.
And she just had a rather severe request. I saw that something happened to her arm, and she spoke of it just a wee bit. Said the library did it, and that you were somehow part of that. And she actually, it sounds like she's quite upset currently. She asked for one of us to kill you, and she's being a bit sus about a time device because at the time she said, "Oh, I'll let you know where it is, and you can get that time device." And I think she's the one with the red wings that came here. She said, "Oh, I went to get something, or I returned something. I didn't know what it was." So that's a little suspect. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you. But just to ask, can I ask what happened? I'm sure there's another side to all that. Won't change what I think of you.
Well, I think she mostly blames me because I didn't do anything. My sister has always had a pretty strong magical ability. This probably is also something she doesn't like. I kind of joined the library before, when we were still friends, I guess. And they were talking about that they were looking for people with a lot of, for didn't really go into why at first, but that they were just wanting people with a lot of magical ability and potential. And I mentioned my sister, thinking, oh, it would be great, because so far at that point, I didn't think anything bad about them. It seemed like
Sure.
a place of knowledge and a place to be proud to be. I think it was mostly because they were hiding everything from me at the time.
Right.
And so I told them about her, and he wrote to her, asked her to come in, and it was kind of a blur after that. Just kind of, she came, we hung out for a bit, and then she had a meeting with Riesla, and then supposedly to go and see Bethel. And I just kind of didn't see her after that. The library said that Riesla told me that, she was going to help them with something, but she had to leave and didn't have time to say goodbye. Said that it was urgent. But I later found out that, they took her down to the Underdark. At the time, they were trying something, I think, to maybe, like now, of course, they're just taking out mages and feeding the energy to the Great One. Then they were trying to find powerful mages to try and siphon some of their energy. Not really to kill them, but to just train them for as much as they could take at a time. And win them over to the cause, make them think that it was important, that the Great One would help them and other mages. And when I found that out, I went to talk to her and talk to Riesla, and they made me think that it was okay, that it was her decision. But I think it just about killed her. That's why all of the ones that they were doing that to, they would start getting this kind of black veins up into their arm. Later, Riesla referred to it as the corruption. It made it seem noble, almost. So, she came to me, wanting to leave, to get out. But I told her that we would need to talk to Riesla and talk to Bethel. I kind of ignored her need, I think, at the time to leave. And so I think in a way she thought that I knew what I was doing. But I was just as blind as she was, really.
I'm sorry for both of you. It must be a weight for you to carry now.
Yeah, and I guess, one of us had the guts to leave and the other one just stayed. So.
Don't forget that you're here now. You left. You're making a change.
I don't know why I stayed.
With hindsight, it's much clearer than living it in the moment. And because you stayed, you have additional knowledge that can now help us. So it worked out. I think I can help your sister. I'd like to check with you first, though. If that's it. I mean, that sounds like you wouldn't mind that, but I don't even want the two of you to intersect if she's once you did.
Okay. What would that be?
The way I'm helping Agnes, I have a rather grand spell that can regenerate lost limbs and everything. So I'm going to reach out to her again and let her know that I have a way I think can rid her of that and plant her proper limbs back and such.
I warn you, I think that she's a bit skeptical now. So she
I
might not.
imagine so.
I tried to reach out to her later, and
Oh,
that's why I wasn't surprised when you said that she wished me harm. I knew that she
listen.
held a lot of it against me, so.
Oh, well, I'll plan for her to say no, but sometimes I can be rather persuasive. And I'll just snuggle up into the night with that.
Okay. All right. Okay, so next morning, everyone's awake. It's a new day. The day of the auction.
It's auction day, everybody.
Oh, not so loud.
Nice.
Drea like comes out of her room like completely like just like walks over the table and plumps down. Breakfast.
Coffee? Coffee?
Oh, I'm sure there's coffee. Is
Okay.
there coffee, Rhaenyra, in this magical
There's
mansion?
yes, whatever
Okay.
you want.
Oof. All right. June's gonna make sure she's got coffees. If Gazelle hasn't come out yet, she'll just put
Nope,
one.
Kazil's not there.
Nope, not at all.
I'll be a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. She'll pour a mug just in case, set it out for him. And maybe two.
Aw.
He probably had a long night. Yeah. She'll pour some for Judea if her eyes are even barely open. And does Zafar drink coffee?
I don't
You know what?
know.
Today's just a coffee kind of day. She's
Maybe
pouring
like-
coffee for
maybe like a-
everybody, whether they drink it or not.
Coffee alcohol mix.
Yeah, she'll be coffee, and then we go to the mini bar, find something appropriate for Zavar, put it on top, make sure it's closer to where he sits. Oh no, you don't. Okay, character player has interjected. Fine, it's just alcohol then. That's all you get, Zavar. She poured you. You just got some coffee. Look, no, nope, it's just booze. Sorry, my mistake.
Oops.
That is okay.
I don't know how you can do this. I have a hangover just looking at this cup, but we should have some breakfast. We have a very long, possibly catastrophically successful day ahead of us.
The trick is you just keep drinking.
Oh, how? No. No. Okay.
Zavar's a sipper.
Yeah, she'll take part of his coffee cup and just sort of pour some of it into hers. And
Nice.
okay, all right. It's been a minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. She's made a mess now. It's great. Oh, I haven't. Oh God.
Your day is still stuffing your face.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta-
I'm out going right for that coffee. That's so
Oh, yeah.
delicious.
Kazil comes out of the room.
Good morning. Oh, coffee. Thank you. Light and sweet. Oh, just narrate my ass around the kitchen. So today's the day. We're gonna go look at flyers or whatever,
Yeah.
pamphlets at the auction and see what the big day. I'm ready.
And what time was the auction? It's in the evening.
6 tonight. We had the whole day in front of us.
6 tonight. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So first thing, go see if they, breakfast first, then thinking. Okay. Just sit down and eat. Just next to Judea, just stuffing her face. And Junie will just, I'm gonna eat too.
Nice. Zavar, is your coffee clear?
This is morning water.
Yeah.
Takes a
Guess
drink.
he doesn't do coffee.
Oh.
AKA vodka.
Wonderful.
Tegan's on his fourth cup of coffee. He's already finished breakfast. He's been up for 3 hours.
See? We're ready to go.
Yeah, he's just
Wow.
just mentally processing.
Wait, is he a night owl?
Well, he only meditates. He only sleeps.
Yeah,
there.
he doesn't have to
Right.
sleep a full night's rest.
I get it. I'm just saying
He's
an
the
owl.
one footsteps you hear in the hallways in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 in the morning.
Oh, does a sleep just stand like powered down outside of a room, or did we get him like a place to recharge? Is there a baby trainer?
He doesn't have a room. He has a
somewhere?
charging station.
I don't
Does he
remember.
sleep?
Yeah, he would probably just
Is he waiting outside my room?
stand
checking for lies?
sentient. Yes.
So I just wake up to
Shit.
Zone of Truth every morning.
Amazing.
I won't go that far, but I will say that he'll
Okay.
probably stand sentient out in the hallway just in case.
Okay. Oh God, getting up to go find a bathroom in this place. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Juniper.
man, I don't think I put that into plans for the.
Oh no.
That's what the hot tub is for.
Is it okay that a Warforged goes in water? I think so.
Yeah.
All
mm.
right.
You'll
There's
have
a sink in the kitchen.
It'll
Yeah.
be like when you travel, you'll have to go to the pub next door to go to the bathroom.
Oh no. You're like, it's 9 a.m. I can't be a paying customer at a pub right now.
Can I buy a water?
Yeah, please don't say water.
Okay.
When
So
you're ready, Tegan?
what are we doing first? What's your day?
Following Tegan to the auction house.
Tegan,
Hmm?
we're all following you to the auction house. We're gonna go and scope it out all together in the daylight and the light of day. 4
Well,
inches.
that's-
Got you.
The most important 4 inches of your life.
Oh,
What? I missed something.
well.
Let's not be too obvious.
Tegan gave me an excellent demonstration of 4 inches last night. Just to let you know.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna need more
All
coffee.
right. Oh, hi, Vartari. Thank you for the raid.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
for the raid.
Perfect timing.
All right, should we head out all together on a mission?
Well, lad, the seeming spell lasts if we were to cast it now, would it last us all the way through the evening hours, or do we need to wait a bit?
We should wait a bit. I also need to restructure my spell book for the day, so
Oh.
I'll need a little bit of time.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe
I would just suggest maybe not walking around as a group of 8 or whatever, but couple, maybe 2s would be a good idea just for buddy system.
Split the party.
Well, you should, Tegan. It'd probably help if you went into your true form, the owl. You don't have to. Y'all. So okay, let's get something clear here, right? He looks around at everyone at the table. I know I'm an outsider. Okay, I get that, but I think that we should all, as a group, I want to encourage you that you should be accepting Tegan in his real form. You shouldn't be. I don't know. For some reason, he feels like he needs to put up this facade around you, and I think as friends, he should feel free to be what he wants to be.
Fine. But it's his choice when to share those things with us, so he knows. You can be whatever you wish, Tegan. We're here to support.
Wait till he turns into an elephant. Then she's really gonna be
Oh,
confused.
Aye.
Ah,
Well, I mean, but now
I mean,
turning
you
into
got
an
4 feet.
elephant, that's amazing.
it really was. Yeah.
Aye.
I mean, I've never seen an animal keep up this facade for so long. So congratulations, Tegan. You're a very strong druid as an owl.
Mhm. So do you think we should wait till noon or later to go get the pamphlets? So that we can get. But how about just one or two? Tegan, do you think you can sneak out and get one without much ado?
Well, here's the thought.
Mhm.
If we're going in as customers, and fact one, we're going in as customers.
Okay.
Fact two, we're probably going to go in with Rhaenyra's seeming, so we're all going to be in different visages.
Right.
So we should go kind of not together, but not separate either, but each of us check out the auction acting like we're customers to keep that facade going. And see who we see. See if we see anybody we recognize hanging around the auction house.
All right.
I'm sure, we might be surprised and see somebody we know. And hopefully we see them before they see us.
Don't know.
Mhm.
It's going to be all on you. I don't recognize anyone in this plane, except for everyone we've met since we got here. But
And if you're not comfortable with that, you don't have to take up
Wow.
the task.
I love the idea of shopping or pretending to shop, and
That too. You'd see anybody flashing gold,
yeah, anyone. Yeah, it would be nice just to get an idea of who the most likely bidders would be. The braggarts, the people who can't help but talk about their evening plans.
That's a
I'm sure
great
there's
idea.
gonna be plenty of people that, I'm good with listening and relieving them of their money in a bidding war if need be. I haven't done this in a long time. You know what? Maybe if we have some time, I might be able to offload some things for some extra coin for collateral, and I might hit up some of the shops if we still have a few hours before Rhaenyra's is casting
so.
seeming. I
Aye,
haven't
'cause I
looked
think.
in my backpack.
Oh, I know how that goes.
Yeah.
We should safely wait until afternoon if before we disguise ourselves.
Good idea.
Okay, maybe
We'll
meet
all wait
somewhere
here.
for lunch and then get the spell cast on us, or come back here, or
How far
I
is
think.
the pair from the auction house?
Hmm.
DM.
Oh, y'all walked about 20 minutes last night to get to the auction house from the pair.
Okay. So certainly doable. Decent little walk. To head back to the pair, get disguised, and then head back to the auction house.
Okay. All right.
Separately, but in groups of smaller numbers. 3 might be an easier number with Kazeel and.
Okay.
So checkouts at 11 a.m. We got to pay for this room another day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll pay
But-
for. Like, it was the tell and I can pay for that, and then we'll wait here. Better. We don't have anything to do, so it's better to stay hidden.
So, okay. So y'all are splitting up into groups just to make sure I'm understanding what we'll probably start next session with. Splitting up into groups. Tegan, who are you with?
I'll probably hang with Juniper and suggest that Drudea give us a hand.
Okay.
And anybody else who wants to, that's fine. I mean,
Okay. Kazeel, what are you who are you going with, or what are you doing?
Paying for another night in the hotel room.
Okay.
And then
You can
just
do that.
staying here with like Satara and Mingit and stuff.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Mhm. Until and Rhaenyra's whatever.
Okay. Rhaenyra, what are you doing?
I'm probably going to stay in the mansion for an hour or two to rearrange spells, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
After
So-
that, I don't know.
Okay. So y'all are staying there at least for an hour. So I'll put mansion. Because y'all can get. Rhaenyra is for an hour. Or
Yeah, Judy might see if she can offload some things for some extra cash before grouping up. But I can do that before
Okay.
next session or
Yeah,
however
if
wanna
you
do it.
just want to just send me a if you just want to send me a list of stuff that you want to offload, I can tell you how much you'd be able to, because you definitely would be able to here.
Okay.
It's a pretty big city. And then I'll put here just I was about ready to put Gerbil asleep
Oh no.
and Zavar ? Since
Mm.
we don't know, since they're not here.
If I know Junie's offloading things, I'll offer to go with them to help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Others. Yeah.
Yes.
I would say Zatara and Ingrid, unless you ask them to go, would probably just stay behind.
I'll let them chill. at
Okay.
least, yeah.
All right. They said that they might go out and like explore some things later, but they just want to kind of just hang out.
Sure.
Bonding time.
Hi, got some rest.
So you were going with Juniper, Tegan, and Judea. Okay. And I also put that Juniper offloading stuff at market. Okay. All right. And your main objective is to kind of like listen into people, if I'm understanding correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paying attention.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Think we can maybe figure out our likely interested parties.
Okay. Well, since it is 10 o'clock, I think, and I don't want to get into that and have it be a whole thing, I will say that we'll go
Mm.
ahead and stop it there. And next week we'll pick it up with the recon work before the auction.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Thank you, players. Thank you, viewers. It was a nice little RP session tonight, so that was fun. Yeah, so happy to have y'all. If you haven't given us a follow and you're new here, please consider. We have a lot of stuff going on throughout the week. Let me throw up our schedule here. We have gaming time, we have painting time, we have D&D streams. Our next one will be Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time is the Penumbra Assembly, which we're going to have a guest, Brandy, who's been on a few role-playing streams in the past and other things, is going to be guesting on Thursday. I'm super excited to have them join us for a night. So tune in, and that's Wednesday. I think I said Thursday. Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on Mapbird Streams. We also have D&D on Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with In Extremis and Obsidian Scar. Yeah, all kinds of stuff here. Bring down that schedule. So thank y'all again. Dan, do you have someone to read over to?
Sure.
Or okay.
Yeah, friends over at -1 charisma.
Oh, nice. All right. We'll give them a cock on the chat. It was so great having y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll see you later. All right. Bye.
Nice. It does take 10 seconds for the raid to be available.
Well, then I also want to make sure that we're exiting before I stop talking. I mean, after I stop talking. Okay.
Bonus
Probably
audio,
still-
bonus audio, bonus audio.
It probably still raids every